Morning.
Adjournments method for hearing item number 1, analysis 6 of 2016.
Arguments have been filed by both sides.
Yes, Lordship.
Yes, I've also received from the appellant today. Has a copy been served to you,
Not
Mr.
yet.
Lalangliana?
Not my lord. Not yet, my lord.
Lordship,
Yes, so who's appearing? Mr. Joseph, are you there?
Lordship, Mr. Joseph, he's out of station, so he could not appear, and I'm appearing on his behalf.
You have filed the written arguments, correct?
Yes, Lordship, this morning we
Why have you not served a copy to the other side?
Lordship, we will try to serve the copy during the course of the
All
day.
right, you served to the other side. This matter was fixed today to enable the parties to file and exchange written submission in the matter. Stop. Did you get the copy from the respondent side? Mr.
Yes, my lord.
Lalangliana, have you served on the...
Yes,
Huh?
yes, my lord. Yes,
You
yes.
have.
Yes, my lord.
Though written arguments have been submitted by the appellant before the court, however, the same has not been supplied to the respondent. In the meantime, respondents have also filed their written arguments and served the same upon the petitioner. Stop. Let written arguments submitted to the court be also served by the petitioner side to the respondent side. List this matter on 12/11/2024 through video conferencing mode. I am on that day, probably I will reserve it. Let me have a look at the written arguments. In the meantime, Mr. Lalangliana, you have a look at it. In case
My lord.
any reply, anything is to be done, you do it.
My
All
lord.
right?
My lord.
Okay.
Deeply obliged, my lord.
Oblige.
It will be both.
May it please your lordship.
Yes.
Lord, I beg to mention item number 12, Lord. Lord, in this case, some recent development has taken place, Lord. The company has gone into NCL team, Lord. CIP proceedings were initiated subsequent to that, Lord. Winding, Lord. Lord, it's been, Lord, there was an appeal before.
What do you want?
Lord, I am seeking an adjournment for 2 weeks, Lord.
As
Going on
prayed
record.
for by Mr. R. Dubey, Leonard Counsel, for the petitioner, which is not opposed by the other side.
I have
list
taken the
this
consent of Mr.
matter after 2 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry.
I am deeply obliged.
May it please your lordship. Lordship, with the consent of the other side, I beg to mention item number 7 and 8 of the daily list, lordship.
What do you want?
I'm seeking an adjournment, lordship. I am for respondent number 5. Lordship.
Adjournments are not granted as a matter of course.
Lordship.
Why are you seeking an adjournment? What is the
the-
ground? It's a
the-
16 matter.
The brief has been misplaced, lordship, during renovation work, lordship. So we are seeking an adjournment, lordship.
R6. Your name?
Respondent number 5, lordship.
You are Mr.
A Singh on behalf of RK Bhuiya.
R.K.
Bhuiya.
Mr. A. Singh.
A. Singh.
A. Singh, Leonard Counsel, on behalf of Mr. R.K. Bhuiya, Leonard Counsel, appearing for respondent number 5, with consent from the other side, have sought for an adjournment on the ground that the records of the case has been misplaced and they are reconstructing the same. Stop. Prayer is allowed. List after the date in the last week of November.
Obliged.
May I please, Lordship? I beg to mention item number 4 and 5. I am code of 4. I have taken consent from the other side. Yesterday, adjournment solicited. Yesterday, adjournment slip.
Advanced.
Yes, Lordship.
Your name?
D. Gogoi. I prefer only password for that day, Lordship.
As sought for by Mr. D. Gogoi, Learned Counsel, for the applicant,
Yes.
with consent from the other side, with consent from the respondent, and by circulating advance notice of adjournment, comma, list this matter after,
Well, I prefer only password for that day.
list this matter reopening of the date,
My lord,
on such and such date.
My lord, in the next week, if possible, my lord.
Not next week,
10th or 1 week, my lord.
one
High level.
May I please your lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention item number 11. As per instruction of my senior, kindly pass over after 2 weeks.
you are for?
Petition. Petition.
Yes. On what ground?
Yes.
Your senior has instructed you, but what ground? You did not ask your senior. Next time, when your senior asks you to come and make a mention, please find out the reason for which a mention is being made. All right. As prayed for on behalf of
Tiso.
MST SOM, Learned Counsel, for the petitioner with consent from the other side, list this matter after 3 weeks or a date to be fixed by the registry.
May I please, Your Lordship? Lordship, I beg to mention a writ petition. A writ petition for listing.
No, listing senior bench.
It is a half part of matter.
Half part? What do you mean by half part? You mean part heard? It is part heard before this bench.
Yes.
Mr. Counsel, is it part heard? You are not aware. Please find out and then come and inform the bench clerk. Yes, call the list.
Item number 1.
The petitioner was arrested on produced on 26th, Lordship, 26/8, and arrested on 25/8, Lordship. As on
Mr.
today,
Kaushik,
My lord, CD will be required.
CD.
Lordship, as per my information, Lordship, in connection with some other cases, CD is lying here before the High Court, before the office of the Learned PP.
So I'll have it on the reopening, that is Monday.
Monday.
Monday?
Lordship.
Only thing, most likely I shall not be available physically here. So I can keep it at 2 o'clock and you can, I'll say video conferencing mode.
Lordship.
Mr. Kaushik,
My lord.
since I'm not going to be physically here, you see, you both will be joining the conference from here. So whatever is there in the CD, you have a look at it.
Right.
And I find that in this file, there is already a order probably passed in a similar case
Lordship.
where this court has already granted bail.
Lordship.
So if possible, you
My lord.
give a soft copy of this to the court master. All right, give it today only so that that soft copy is available, because otherwise what happens,
Lots.
the physical file will not be there. They will simply send me the
Yes.
copy of the petition.
Lordship.
Okay? So call for CD, list again on such and such date through video conferencing mode.
Lordship. On 4th, Lordship. On 4th.
On
I'm over, Lordship.
Item 2 and 3.
May please, my lord. My lord, on some other day may be taken up, my lord. I have some difficulties, my lord.
As prayed for, list this. Yes, Mr.
Sir,
Aptal,
I'm for the, opposite party in the
are you
IA.
opposing to the adjournment?
Let it be.
As prayed for, list this matter after 2 weeks
My lord.
on a date to be fixed by the registry.
Well, date by registry. All right.
Because
Well,
it comes, then the adjournment is sought. Now let registry give a date.
My lord.
If you want a specific date, I'll give it.
Well,
You
can
want-
can it be on in the 19th of this month, of November?
1911.
There is an interim order that may be. considered.
1911, and interim, if any, shall continue till the next date of listing.
Obliged.
Obliged, your lordship.
Item 6.
Yes, Mr. Majumdar, you are here.
We have to file an affidavit, my lord. The instructions are yet to come. Dr.
All right. As prayed for by Mr. D. Majumdar, learned Additional Advocate General of Assam, list this matter after 3 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry to enable the state respondent to file return in the matter.
Also simple date may fix Lordship is 2000.
It's all right. Yes. Settlement of land.
Yes, Your Lordship, on 21/8/2024, I was appointed as the amicus in the matter. The petitioners.
You are appointed as an amicus in this?
Yes, on 21/8. Now, the issue here, Your Lordship, is that this Honorable Court, without going into the merit of the matter, had sought instructions from the Government Council whether the petitioners are still staying there or not. So
be mindful of what you are submitting. You are saying that the Honorable Court, without going to the merit.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Be mindful
Yes.
when you address the court.
yes,
you have to choose the words very carefully.
Yes.
Sometimes it may have a negative impact.
Absolutely. In fact,
you are an upcoming lawyer. You should not give that impression.
Yes, apologize. So the status of the petitioners, whether they're still residing there or not.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't get you.
The status of the petitioners, whether they're still residing in that plot of land or not, has been sought by this Honorable Court.
That instruction. It's not come.
It's not come as yet.
Who is giving? Mr. Sharma?
Lordship,
After Diwali? All right. As prayed for by Mr. S. Sharma, learned H. Sharma.
M.
No.
Sorry.
Are you going to provide the instruction?
No.
As prayed for by Mr. H. Sharma, learned Additional Senior Government Advocate, State of Assam, list this matter after 1 week on a date to be fixed by the registry to enable the state respondent furnish the instructions as called earlier by this court.
Grateful.
Yes, ex gratia. Yes.
Lordship, can it be taken after some time? In the last occasion, the respondents were asked to file.
Who are the respondents?
Respondent number.
This council, this court always observe, you always come up with 1 or 2 prayers, but you should say the prayer which is important. If the instructions are awaited, you draw that. Why did you first say time being?
Lordship, I thought you have already opened the file.
No, why are you presuming on this?
Okay.
If we have to read files and come, then what is the use of you lawyers here? We might as well read files and pass orders on our own. Yes, instructions.
We have already filed
Affidavit file. 17-9. So you file a reply. You don't want to file a reply.
17-9, Lordship, we have not.
You have not received.
No, Lordship.
There is an affidavit of 17-9/2024. Have you not served a copy? Of course, you must have, because otherwise, how did the office accept?
Respondent 5 we have received, but respondent number 3 was supposed to file.
Who is 3? 3 is Borman. You are 3. Same. All right. So you go through that. All right. The respondent number 5 has filed an affidavit on 17-9/2024, which Mr. M. Chetia, Learned Government Council, correct? M. Chetia? Learned Government Council state submits that the same shall also take care of the stent of respondent number 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Stop. Let list after 1 week.
Okay,
on a date to be fixed by the registry to enable the petitioner to go through the affidavit in opposition and file rejoinder if necessary.
Has passed the order, I request sometimes to submit that order.
Disposed of. Where is that order?
I'm giving just I'm
I'll keep it for some time.
Yes, March 2020.
Well, see if you can get hold
Yeah,
of
I
it.
said.
None appears for the petitioner when the matter is called. Mr. Deenat, Leonard Senior Government Counsel for the state is present. List after 3 weeks on a date to be fixed by the Mr. Counsel, why do you have to interrupt when the orders are given? You can also say that after I finish, right? Why do you break the flow of the court unnecessarily? You're for the petitioner?
Yes, Lordship.
All right. Cancel that whole order.
Lordship, may I kindly pass over the matter for time being? Senior.
What is this matter, Mr. Nath?
But this is regarding, they have paid for compensation amount
Land acquisition.
for land acquisition. The land was used for a idle project.
For a?
For an idle project. For the acquisition, whatever amount the Karjala authority has given the requisition for the amount, that amount will have deposited. Now, the petitioners, they said that some joint verification was there, and after the joint verification report, they have raised some demand that still some persons are there.
Enhancement. They are seeking enhancement.
They have said that a lot of persons are there, they have not got the compensation amount. And after the and they have also said that under the 2013 Act, that amount has to be paid. So the Karjala Autonomous Council, they have to the joint verification report how they are affected, the land has been affected, and one amount has been given to 2-3 persons. That they have to consider, and the petitioner,
They have to?
they have to clarify the Karjala Autonomous Council, and the petitioner has to say how they are affected, because these are all common lands. Ultimately, without compensation, they will get.
So the affidavit filed by KAC is not covering these aspects?
The joint verification report, some clarification is required in the report, because the joint verification report somehow said that
Where is the joint verification report?
in the additional affidavit of the council.
Yes, additional affidavit at page 252.
Yes, there are 252. The report starts.
Yes.
The petitioners, including non-petitioners, they are shown that compensation payment status, less compensation paid, and some compensation assessment not yet done.
Where you are? Oh, this
In the column number 7.
column, compensation payment status. Assessment not yet done. So it appears that compensation assessment is not yet done in respect of some of the people.
My lord.
So this has to be done.
Done by law. How they have acquiring until unless my lord.
So this
They
has
are
to be
not
done
assessed.
by KAC.
Case, my lord.
Yes, KAC. What is your stand for this? Your report indicates that it is not yet done. And how have you acquired the land? What time? That's all right, but the report indicates compensation payment status, compensation assessment not yet done, compensation assessment not yet done. Why it is not done? And without doing the assessment, without paying the compensation, you have already taken the land?
The petitioner is 70.
Land is taken, right?
My lord, my lord.
But kindly come to the affidavit.
And unless you assess, how will state pay?
But amount has already been, whatever amount they have asked, we have paid.
See,
Kindly come to
that I have understood, Mr. Nat. Now it appears that unless they do this assessment, they will not requisition that money from you because the assessment is only not done. Isn't it?
My lord.
It was in 2020. They have already asked for 4,82,000 rupees. If Lordship kindly comes to page number 2.
When were the lands acquired?
No, my lord. No procedure has been followed, my lord.
No,
That is our case.
but the land has been taken.
My lord.
When?
My lord.
So
Some
that
are.
you see the Kolkata Municipal Board matter, Supreme Court, that will cover.
My lord.
Here, one thing has to be clarified by the council. They are not patta holders. They are not the patta holders.
That we can come later. But you see, what KAC has to do first. Let them take that stand if they're not entitled. Has anybody, any of the authorities have come up with this stand that they are not, because you see, Mr. Nath, you are not the authority to take that stand. They will requisition the money, you have to release,
That is
isn't it?
that is there. But
That is there.
the petitioners are annual patta holders. They are not periodic patta holders. In the repetition they announce in support of their claim. They are the owner of the land. That is, if one of the patta lordship can see, finally come to.
Mr. Nath, today we are not disposing of this petition. So I think let the KAC clarify as regards the persons whose compensation is yet not done, and within within how much time they will complete that assessment.
My lord,
I think
earlier,
that
my lord,
should be
by order
sufficient.
dated, by order dated 21/12/2023, they file a IA to run the assessment, my lord. Accordingly, court pass an order, do the needful, my lord. They have
21?
done
IA টা আছে দিয়কচোন।
order dated 21/12.
Here it was the joint verification is to carry out redemarcation, and also to identify the project affected families. Mr. Sorania, I think let us not complicate. Let them file
My lord.
a
My lord.
detailed affidavit indicating the status.
My lord.
And along with that, I will that whatever requisition they have given, some amount they have shown and we have deposited, on what basis they have done, that also they have to say.
No, why should this court go into that, Mr. Nath? Are you challenging it?
At one point of time, they said that.
All right, you take that plea in your affidavit. We will see at the time of hearing. But right now, that is not the issue, isn't it? The issue is brought before this court by the petitioner for non-payment of the compensation. It appears from the joint verification report annexed to the additional affidavit filed on behalf of respondent number 7 on 12/6/2024 that the same is not complete as regard few of the affected families. Stop. Let the same be completed and submitted before this court by the next date of listing. List after 2 weeks. How much time? 4 weeks or they did your list on such and such date.
Hello.
Yes.
My lord, I am referring last order, my lord, 4/10/2024.
I have it before me. Respondent. Respondent was not there even on the last occasion.
Yes, last token also they are not there.
This is PNB.
PNB.
The PNB, Mr. Ganguly used to appear.
Yes, Bangla, I have telephoned them on last occasion. They have not appeared. So, my lord, in this case, I am the exporter and importer. And
But Mr. Ganguly is not in this matter. Have you informed him?
yes, I have informed on the last occasion.
Where is your prayer? All right, sorry. Your name?
N. Dasgupta.
S.
N. Dasgupta.
Heard Mr. N. Dasgupta, learned counsel for the petitioner. Stop. None appears for the respondent bank when the matter is called. It appears from the last order dated 4/10/2024 that due to the consecutive non-appearance of the counsel representing the respondent bank, comma, this matter was fixed today by giving last chance to the respondent to be represented, failing which the matter was directed to be proceeded on the basis of the materials on record. Stop. Due to paucity of time, today the matter is not taken up for final disposal. List after reopening Tuesday video on Tuesday. I'm fixing it on a hearing date on 5th, right? On 5th, 11th, so and so, to make an endeavor to finally dispose this writ petition in the admission stage.
My lord, in the meantime, I need an interim protection because
All right,
enforcement. Can I file a IA?
Please file an IA. We cannot give you interim like this.
Okay.
Yes.
So, much of
Yeah, please, Lordship. Lordship, in this matter, we need 1 week to file our reply.
Rejoinder?
Yes,
As
Lordship.
prayed for by MS?
Nanda.
MS?
Nanda.
Nanda. Learned Counsel for the petitioner list this matter after 3 weeks?
Yes.
3 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry to enable the petitioner to file rejoinder to the affidavit in opposition filed by respondent number 4.
Much of this.
Anybody appearing for the petitioner? Then appear for the petitioner when the matter is called. Respondents are represented by their respective counsels. List after 4 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry.
Lordship. This petition is non-payment of supplier's bill.
Pending since? Pending since?
Yes, pending since 2023. Lordship.
Further 10 more time.
10 more time. You are processing.
Enquiry is going on, my lord.
Inquiry.
Lordship always is admitted this amount. Is that
They are saying some inquiries going on 10 days time. I'll fix it after 10 days. Yeah, you fine in the meantime. MSMD Bora Learned Counsel for the MSMD Bora Learned Counsel for the respondent number 2 submits that an inquiry is undergoing to ascertain whether the respondent number 2 had taken the approval of the finance department and other nodal departments for supply of the materials for which the present case has been filed. She further submits on the basis of the instruction received by letter dated 29/10/2024 issued from the Office of the Additional Secretary to the Government of Assam, Welfare of Minorities and Development Department, that further period of 10 days is required to conclude the aforesaid inquiry. Stop. MS Z. Bora Learned Counsel for respondent 1 also seeks how much time? 2 weeks time to file return in the matter. Keeping in mind, accordingly, this a last chance of 15 days is granted to the respondents to do the needful in the matter.
Yes, sir. So can date will fix. So
List accordingly. 15 days of pursuit. Yes. I cannot hear you. Is that on? The mic? Yes. Yes.
Appearing on behalf of RSD, Your Lordship,
Yes.
Standing Counsel. She is unwell, Your Lordship, and
You are for respondent?
Yes, Your Lordship. And furthermore, Your Lordship, she has been released from her position as Standing Counsel, Your Lordship.
So who is now appearing?
I'm not sure.
Yes, Soil Conservation Department. Anybody else?
Yesterday, Lordship, we got the letter.
She's been released?
Yes.
She's replaced by?
Name, I'm not sure. I'll just hand over the hard copy, Lord. I don't have it just now. After a
It
while.
is submitted that MS.R.S. Devi, Learned Standing Council, Soil Conservation Department, has been released from the has been released as a panel as a standing council for the said department, and accordingly, some accommodation has been sought. List the matter after 2 weeks. 2 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry. It is needless to be clarified that the Soil Conservation Department shall ensure that the department is duly represented by the next date of listing. Let registry intimate the Soil Conservation Department about the next date of listing. Date at the after 2 weeks. List on such and such date.
Our affidavit is ready. We are filing it.
Huh?
Our affidavit is ready. We are filing it during course of the day. Yesterday, the deponent has already came.
So I'll have it on Tuesday. Tuesday?
During course of the day, I am filing.
All right. Mr. Deenat, Learned Senior Government Council submits that the affidavit is going to be filed within the course of the day. Stop. In view of the endorsement made by the Learned Senior Government Advocate, list this matter on Tuesday. Date to be on 5th, I think, on 5/11/2024. Should I say in the meantime if you want to file reply or?
Yes.
I'll say.
Yes, sir. Let me receive it.
All right.
For respondent 7, 8, 11, 20, and 13. Harbor.
I'm not recording the appearance you want. All right, give the names. Heard so and so. Just give the slip. Yes, Mr. Das.
Please look into the order 29/8/2024. 29/8. That's the last order of this court.
It's not
29/8.
the last order. There is 23.
Second last. Sorry. Kindly say 23/9. I'm sorry.
23/9.
Please.
Lordships on that day, Lordships are entitled to obtain
No,
instruction.
no. Please leave the order, my lord. Thereafter, my lord will.
Affidavit was directed to be filed on the following.
Yes. Then this
1,
was
2, 3.
5. Yes.
Then an affidavit has been filed by the Kala, which is quoted. In view of the way it primarily appears that the petitioner is entitled for the compensation amount. However, the question still arises: who will pay the compensation? Mr. Handik and so 6 weeks time to obtain a salary. Yes, who will pay?
Lordship, that after that order, Lordship, I have been communicated this order.
Huh?
I have already been communicated to Damala concern.
No, this court is not interested about that. The simple question: who will pay?
My lord, that the amount has been, my lord, that deposited by the my lord, concerned department. Then my lord, the Kala will be my lord paid.
You are for Kala. You are still not giving the reply, a straight reply. A very straight reply is required. Who is the authority who will pay? That is it.
That's it. 12
years. Who is that authority? Kala will pay. So yes. Now why are you not paying?
Well, that's why, my lord, I have already been retained. My lord,
your writing is no good unless and until the payment is made. This was done in September 24. November is about to start.
12 years we have been deprived, and it is given to another person.
Not done in this manner. Right to property may not be a fundamental right, but it's a constitutional and basic human right.
Well, that they seek some time. Well, that Orchima kindly goes.
Can it be disposed of by saying they will make the payment within this time? Can that be done?
That, my lord, again there will be some payment and all those things will be.
All right, then
better.
I will give them a last chance. What is to be done?
Give a large chance. I know, my lord. Give a large chance, my lord, to them. In 12 years, they have been deprived. So they have to.
No, that is why I was saying
I know, that's
could
why.
have disposed of in that light by giving the strictures, but then again, I don't know what will happen.
That's why it should be under the scrutiny of the court.
My lord, one thing I want to point it out that regarding the dispute, This matter has already been referred to the district judge in a LA case number.
No, right now this court
so
will not go into
whenever
all
the
that.
matter is
You
pending
see, the
before-
judicial order is there. It was very clear. The
No, I
only
have
question
filed
that
it.
is required to be apprised to this court is who is going to make the
Yes, well,
payment.
I have filed the affidavit in detail, so that to be responded by the
That-
petitioner. my
Who
lord.
is- we will see later.
One second. Yes. Who is my learned friend?
I'm not going
Yes.
into all this.
Not
You
interested.
see,
Yes.
Mr. Counsels, let
Yes.
us not invest
Yes,
judicial
right.
time on this right now, because
Correct.
as far today is concerned, the only question that needs to be addressed is when who is going to make the payment.
Correct.
That Mr. Hendik has made a request for some time. This court is
And
granting
additional
that.
deputy commissioner
When we
also
hear
filed.
the petition, then we will certainly look into your grievance.
But the
As prayed for by Mr. J. Hendrick on the basis of the instruction received by letter dated 29/9/2024, in order requesting further time in order to take the steps as required, this court grants further 2 weeks time by way of last chance.
Give more. I request give
More time.
further more time.
How much
So
time?
that-
30
yes.
days?
Yes.
30 days.
that will
They are
better.
asking for 30 days. I'm giving 30 days. Time.
Yes.
30 days time by way of last chance. So, failing which necessary orders as required shall be passed.
I'll declare this.
My lord, the date may be given because my lord, that-
List on such and such date.
my lord, 28 and 29.
I'm giving it.
Out of session.
I'm giving it. Did you have 28 aru?
No, 28 and 29. I have the
Nidhi
out of
bol.
December.
session. No, November.
December. I should be more
December,
interested.
Lordship.
My learned friend is more.
Yes, all right.
All right, all right.
I should be.
1 month time, so that will-
I should be more interested. My learned friend is interested. I am deeply obliged.
You are fortunate, Mr. Das, that he is
No,
interested.
I am giving you proper benefit to the
All right.
Yes, petitioner. Then appears.
My lord, I am for the petitioner, my lord. My lord, Deputy Commissioner has filed an affidavit, my lord. My lord,
Reply.
Reply, my lord.
As prayed for by Mr.
A. Mannaf.
A. Mannaf, learned counsel for the petitioner, list this matter after 3 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry to enable the petitioner to file rejoinder to the affidavit in opposition filed by
Respondent number 4.
respondent number 4. Mr. Deka, you are appearing in this matter. You want to file something or you have filed?
On behalf of 5 to 8.
In the meantime, Mr. B.D. Deka, learned counsel for respondent number 1
5 to 8.
5 to 8 shall also file necessary return if so desired in the matter.
Lordship, I am appearing for respondent number 1 and 2 on behalf of SKMG.
You have already filed.
Yes.
List accordingly.
My lord, interim order may be.
Interim, if any, shall continue till the next date of listing. I'm not recording the. You see, it's very difficult to in miscellaneous days to record all your names because it takes time for the limited stenographers that are provided to us for them to type, give. That's why I avoid. But if you insist, then you give your names to the bench clerk. He will put it.
Obliged.
Yes.
May I please with your lordship? Lordship, my
Affidavit is filed.
Yes, lordship, affidavit has already been filed, lordship. Wherein categorically mentioned that, lordship, I have partially paid, lordship.
Who's
the known
appearing for the respondent? Health? Respondent? Health department? They're not there.
Lordship, I'll appraise the council who noted this matter.
All right,
I'm not aware of
Monday.
Yes.
Mr. You are Mr.
M. Saikya,
Heard Mr. M. Saikya, learned counsel for the petitioner. As the respondents are not represented in the matter when called, list this matter again on Monday. So and so date.
Deep pleasure.
Lordship, this was item 21.
31.
31.
Is it 31 asil na?
May be the lordship.
Item.
This is my lord regarding allotment of land, my lord, and your lordship already disposed of similar matter, my lord.
Is it?
Yes.
Give it
Land
to
of
Miss
same-
Baudelaire.
same-
Miss Baudelaire,
Land of same that number, my lord.
see, are you aware? Can it be disposed of in this?
Same that land, my lord. 202. Number Bilashidara. Please.
29.
You have a look at it.
In
If
this
it can-
matter, we have filed affidavit, my
Yes,
lord.
my lord. That is there.
Is it covered by this order? Ms. Burman, just have a look at it. I'll take it up after the next matter.
Because
Just have a
he
look.
did, where he made the settlement, my lord, that
Just have a
numbers are
look
different.
if it can be discussed. If it cannot be, we will
My lord.
do it accordingly. Yes, call the next matter. Mr. Das, you are waiting for some matter? 20.
I am appearing for newly implemented respondent number 4. Lordship.
You want to file something, Ms.
I want to take instruction.
MSR Bora, learned counsel appearing on behalf of the newly implemented respondent, seeks
4. Respondent number 4.
newly implemented respondent number 4 seeks how much time?
3 weeks.
3 weeks time to file to obtain instruction and do the needful in the matter. Prayer is not opposed. List after 3 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry. Let them file.
Lordship, if the date is not fixed, it is difficult to come, Lordship, because 22 matter, Lordship.
All right, next.
22. I am appearing for respondent number 3, Lordship, but he is no longer principal secretary in BTC, Lordship. He has to include new respondent, Lordship.
No, but
New income.
you see, new income he will, but even the old one cannot just be.
Lordship, I am understood.
You have,
Lordship.
if you file, you file. Otherwise, tomorrow, if this court comes to a finding that he has not obeyed, then necessary orders will go. So you want to take a risk, you take it.
There are
Lordship,
timing order,
there's a
Lordship, 3 months. timing
payment of
order.
contractors bill, Lordship. We have.
No, but have you understood what I have said?
Yes, I understood.
You file your necessary affidavit if need be.
yes.
So I will record that. As prayed for here, agotwe ko ever newly implemented nokoba respondent number
3.
And in the meantime, you take you do necessary.
Already I have submitted the notice, Lordship.
No, have you filed an
Yes,
application for impeding?
Yes,
It
yes.
is before this court today.
Yes.
Where is it? It's not there.
Service not complete.
Service may not be complete, Lordship. Already I have step taken, Lordship.
For the newly impeded.
Yes. I think we together taken step, Lordship, in both the cases.
No, it says neither AD card nor unserved notice received back for R4.
Step taken.
It further appears from the office note dated 25/10/2024 that neither AD card nor unserved notice has been received back from our respondent number 4. Await service in respect of R4.
Lordship, kindly one submission, Lordship. The authority are prepared to give some money for earlier.
Next.
Diploma.
Yes, Mr.
23
Goswami.
is the contempt petition and 24 is the writ petition also. And there is an interim order not to read. I am a contractor. I have completed the work. Lordship, thereafter, Lordship, another contractor has been engaged. And
Yes, Mr. Upadhyaya.
Lordship, in these cases, Lordship, pleadings has been exchanged, Lordship.
we have filed affidavit in reply.
Why is it for orders today?
Orders, I
Lordship,
think, Lordship,
contempt is
we have taken time to file affidavit in reply. We have filed affidavit in
You have
reply,
filed it.
Lordship,
Then I will post it for admission.
admission. Very.
It is submitted at the bar that the pleadings are completed. List for admission.
And in the context,
On give a date second.
on 7th of November,
Okay? 7/11/2024.
interim order earlier passed to the company.
Duta matter to দিব একেলগে দি দিব আৰু interim if any shall continue till the next date of listing.
How like this?
In this case, my lord,
Yes, Mr. Das.
into page 51. That was the relevant portion of the judgment where court directed that you inquire and see whether in the contract there is any terms for withholding of the royalty amount.
Royalty.
So ultimately they have given a letter. This is an order passed on 36/22. Order remained violated, my lord. They have given this letter now.
What is this letter?
This letter says this is liable to be refunded.
No, has they complied or not
No,
complied?
they have not complied. So my prayer is that they should file an affidavit showing compliance of the order. This is
Affidavit's not filed?
Affidavit filed, no, not in this case, but in view of the instruction, they should file an affidavit showing because.
Are you aware of what is happening
Yes,
or not?
Lordship, we have received a communication.
So
of
you
the-
file it by an affidavit, clarify the contempt matter. It cannot be handled in this
Showing
fashion.
compliance, man, showing
Right.
compliance.
Lordship, according to our communication, it is basically stating that the payment of royalty.
Mr. Counsel, you see, this court is only interested about compliance.
Lordship.
This is not an executing court.
Lordship.
Correct?
Lordship.
So if you have complied, you show it by way of an affidavit that you've complied, end of the matter. If you have not complied, then the reasons, that's it.
Lordship.
Correct? Because in that case, this court will have to see whether it's willful or willful, deliberate or
Understood.
not.
Understood, Lordship.
So that's it. Why should this court go into other areas?
Lordship, Lordship. Understood.
Your name?
M. Bhuyan, Lordship.
As prayed for by Mr. M. Bhuyan, Learned Counsel, for the
PWD.
contemner respondent number so and so. List this matter after 2 weeks on a date to be fixed by the registry to enable the said contemner to place the instruction received by way of an affidavit.
As per the
Not only
number
that, showing compliance of the order.
And specifically indicating as whether the order against which this contempt petition has been filed has been complied or not.
But the amount has not been refunded.
All right.
Much obliged, Lordship.
Mayor, please, Your Lordship. I'm very sorry for that day, Your Lordship. On last occasion, I was
No problem.
busy in another court matter.
Heard Mr. S.I. Akan, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Also heard MS and
Lordship, can I submit something?
one second. N. Bordeloy, Learned Counsel for respondent number 1. This matter was listed today under order column with the remark within quotes for dismissal in view of no appearance on behalf of the petitioner when the matter was last called, i.e. 28/10/2024. Stop. Today, when the matter is called, petitioner is duly represented by its engaged counsel, Mr. S.I. Akan. Stop. Yes, now tell me what you want to say.
Yes, Lordship. First of all, Your Lordship, matter regarding ex gratia payment. Our claim is as per notification dated 15/11/2014, and similar situated matter, Your Lordship also disposed of as per the judgment of Gunalata versus State of Assam,
Lordship.
held by the judgment Honorable Justice Ujjwal Wai, Your Lordship. And last
Subs-
occasion,
On
the
subsequent
Learned
dates, Your
Counsel
Lordship.
for the department relied a judgment by passed by the coordinate bench. As per their prayer, Your Lordship, our petition is not maintainable as per the coordinate bench order, Your Lordship. Now my submission here before Your Lordship, the coordinate bench passed the order that is Monisha Khatun in WPC number 2700/2023.
Can this petition be disposed of today?
It can be dismissed, Your Lordship.
Dismissed.
Yes.
In view of the judgment dated 21/6/24.
Yes, Your Lordship. WPC 2700 of 2023.
What are you saying? How on what basis are you saying that you're not covered under this?
Yes, because Your Lordship, this order passed by this honorable coordinate bench, there are clearly wrong interpretation. So far as my understanding, Your Lordship. As per the judgment of Reliance versus Reliance Insurance
Mr.
Company
Counsel,
Limited versus.
let me now not read and interpret the judgment of
Absolutely.
this court, but
In short-
no appeal has been filed against it.
Appeal has been filed,
Appeal
Your
has
Lordship, but then no stay
Okay.
order has been passed yet.
But
This
admitted, appeal has been admitted, fixed for hearing.
stay
Your
has no stay has been passed yet, Your Lordship. And the on last occasion, the petitioners were the appellants were are directed to furnish further on their behalf. They were directed that they should furnish more points so that their case can be sorry,
Examined.
I'm fumbling.
Why? It's the Diwali fever.
Sorry, I'm not sure I'm public.
No, because you've been regular. You're a regular counsel.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Normally you don't.
Yes, Your Lordship. I'm sorry.
And this is a very simple submission.
Yes.
I think Mr. Council must be having some Diwali parties, huh, Ms. Bormon? What do you say? Anyway, then should I keep this matter for another day? In the meantime, there may be some
Lordship,
development in the appeal court.
In the light of this particular order, WPC 2700, several cases has already been dismissed by the court
Do you
of
have-
bench.
do you have
I don't
another-
have it right now, but then
I'll take it up at 12 o'clock.
Honorable Justice.
If I take it
Nitin
up at
Nair, sir,
12 o'clock, can you give me that one or two judgment on the basis of this that has been?
I would try to, yes, sir.
But I'll come back at 12. Or baki to hoibo? Or wasa?
Some other day, maybe,
Mayor.
Your Lordship, I'll
You see, Mr. Akan,
Lordship.
because of your non-appearance, this matter was kept today for dismissal. So please be mindful when you make a submission. Otherwise, I'm only entitled to list this for admission, motion, whatever it is, and on another date. No further consideration. However, this court was trying to see if it can be disposed of, only to that effect. Now it appears that it will need some more time. So this will come under what? Admission?
Admission.
Accordingly, list this matter for admission on
Immediately after reopening, Your Lordship.
on 5th. Okay?
Yes.
On 5/11/2024.
God bless you.
So obliged.
Well, perhaps she's searching the judgments.
Huh?
She is not there, madam.
Huh?
My lord, she took time that she's searching a judgment.
Oh, that case.
Yes.
Where is she gone?
Perhaps she's searching.
Well, let's prayed for list
Next week.
on 6/11/2024.
Update. Yes.
This order, my lord, it can be disposed of, but slightly I'd like to praise para 4 of our writ petition. There is a difference, my lord. Here, petitioner has stated he is possessing 202 number dash. But whereas in that plot of land, two other person's name is there on field verification, we have identified. So accordingly, he has to, in para 4 of our affidavit, my lord, the
Para
6
4 of petition or affidavit?
affidavit 4 and 6 kindly lordship may use.
Affidavit?
Yes. In that line, lordship may dispose of because his DUG number is different. Here fix is little bit different, my lord. Otherwise, lordship can dispose of, my lord.
Affidavit by R6.
Yes, my lord. Circle officer, Bilasipara, Revenue Circle. Kindly
Paragraph
4 and 6, my lord. Due to wrong insertion of DUG number, his prayer cannot be maintained. So he has to make a fresh application for settlement.
That is the order, madam.
So then I can say let a fresh application
Yes,
be made upon receipt of the same
But
after verification.
one difficulty, my lord, if we say 202 DUG, because our in 4 we have a specific stand that names of this person is not there. 1 and 2, some other person's name is there in possession, my lord. So authority may verify, my lord, in that manner.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Upon due verification.
Yes.
That is there already, madam. In earlier order.
Here, in this order, my lord, this tax is, I don't know the repetition, what are the pleadings, my lord. But as we have a specific stand been taken, my lord, so I think it should be mentioned, my lord, in the order.
So the land policy 2019 otherwise applies to the
Applies.
case
And
application.
in fact, my lord, online portal, probably they have to make application. That procedure right now going on, my lord. Written application would not be sufficient for settlement, my lord. Now this
See, it
Vasundhara
says
program
from the
is-
date of receipt of the fresh application, they will re-verify and consider the same in accordance with law. And that fresh application, I will not say about format and only thing, because that is for them to
Yes.
do it and for you to
Yes.
ensure. Why should I indicate?
I'm just pointing out to Honorable Court, my lord,
Okay,
because
okay,
written
okay.
submissions are.
Okay. You
applications are-
just be mindful when I'm dictating.
My lord.
If any corrections or
My lord.
anything is required, you point it out at the end. All right. You just
My
take a note. This is item 20. 220. Heard MD HR Ahmed, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Stop. Also heard MS.M. Bormon, Learned Additional
Junior Government
Learned Government Advocate for the state respondent. By way of this petition under Article 226 of the Constitution of India, the petitioner is seeking direction for allotment / settlement of land measuring 6 lecha covered by dag number 202 at Bilasipara Sadar, ward number 3, near Bilasipara police station, bounded by East Mohibul Islam, West Government Land, North Pradeep Chakraborty and others, and South PWD Road under Bilasipara Revenue Circle, District Dhubri, Assam, as per the Land Policy 1989 in favor of the petitioner. Stop. For the prayer Sailoba, page 9. The case of the petitioner is that the petitioner is an indigenous educated, unemployed, landless person who has been possessing a plot of land measuring 6 lecha covered by dag number 202 at Bilasipara Sadar. Is synopsis of till date till date by constructing and running a small shop and dwelling room on the said plot of land by paying Tozi Bahir revenue with effect from 1990 to 2013. Stop. It is the further case of the petitioner that the Bilasipara Municipal Board has issued NOC in favor of the petitioner, stating that the board has no objection if the land is allotted in favor of the petitioner. Stop. It is the further case of the petitioner that the petitioner has applied for settlement / allotment of the said plot of land by various applications before the competent authority, however, the said applications has not been considered till date. Stop. Accordingly, the present writ petition has been filed. I have heard the submissions. No, don't say that. Mr. So-and-so, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, submits that in similarly situated, in the case of similarly situated person, this court has already disposed of similar set of writ petition wherein this court has been pleased to direct the respondents to dispose of the fresh applications made thereof by such similarly situated persons. Stop. MS.M. Bormon, Learned Government Advocate, submits that the government has framed new land settlement policy, which is Land Policy 2019, and the said policy shall apply to the case of the petitioner. Stop. She further, by drawing notice of this court to the affidavit in opposition filed by the Circle Officer, Bilasipara Revenue Circle, comma, submitted that 2 persons have been identified
Yes, my lord.
to have been in possession in the
In respect of DAB number 203.
in respect of the subject land. Huh? So, that's what you are saying.
Yes, yes.
Then you say, I have heard the submissions made at the bar and have perused the materials available on record. Considering that the grievance of the petitioner is that his application for allotment stroke settlement of the subject land has not been considered by the competent authority, comma, this court is of the considered view that this writ petition can be disposed of with a direction to the competent authority, especially respondent number
3, my lord.
3 to consider the application stroke representation. Dispose especially respondent number 1 to consider and dispose of the fresh application stroke representation of the petitioner if filed within a period of 10 days from today after due verification and in terms of the existing land policy within a period of 1 month from the date of receipt of the fresh application stroke representation in accordance with law. All right, that will cover.
My lord.
With
In para 6, we simply written that his application is wrongly placed. In repetition, he has said his
So he will make a fresh application.
Yes, madam.
He has to make the fresh application in the new format.
Yes, madam.
So should I say that?
That may be helpful to him, my lord. Online applications.
A fresh
it will
application in the prescribed format. That will do.
Yes.
You are appearing?
Yes.
Our report and borderless standing council revenue DDPO. With the aforesaid observation and direction, the writ petition is then disposed of.
How likely?
I'm sorry, my lord. Item number 4 and 5 was jumped by the applicant of IA, my lord. I am the writ petitioner.
What?
In the item number 4 and 5, my lord, interim was there, my lord. That may be continued, my lord. That matters has been, my lord, adjourned by the applicant of IA, my lord. I am the writ petitioner.
Orders have already been passed.
My lord,
When the matters were called, you were not there.
No, my lord.
Then
Mentioned in the mention hour, my lord. That is,
it's already done.
my lord. That was my fault on my part. My lord. I'm sorry.